These are the plaintiffs, Melissa Hopkins and Renwick Stroder. Melissa says they purchased a truck for their delivery business from the defendant, and after they drove it off the lot, it broke down, not even a mile away. The truck he sold them and the truck they received were not one and the same, and they're suing him for the $4,200 down payment they gave him, which he refuses to return. This is the defendant, Mike Rowe. He says the plaintiffs simply have buyer's remorse, and he's not in the business of returning money when a sale's made. He's sorry they're having trouble with their finance company, but that's not his fault. Return their money? No way. He's accused of keeping the cash.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff bought a truck from the defendant and it broke down after just 1 mile. But the defendant says it's just buyer's remorse. It's the case of I can't keep on trucking.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Ms. Hopkins and Mr. Stroder, you are suing Pennsylvania Cars and Trucks Incorporated, represented here by Mr. Rowe. You're the general manager?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. For $4,200 to be returned to you, which was your down payment on the truck. What happened?
My partner here saw a truck online that he wanted to purchase. He went to purchase the truck, but unfortunately his credit wasn't up to par, so I came down as a co-signer on the truck. So I came down, signed all the paperwork. He can explain it to you a little better than I could.
Fine.
I have a trucking company. I wanted to add an additional truck to increase our revenue. We went in on a Saturday, went in to purchase the truck. My credit was subpar, said I needed a co-signer. She came down, agreed to co-sign. Saturday, right before they closed, we went in, did the paperwork.
Do you have the paperwork?
Yes.
She does.
May I see it? Go ahead.
Purchased the truck, went and got we have to go to another place for the tag and title work. Got the titles and tag, came back, drove off the lot, got about a mile down the road, and all sorts of issues with the truck.
What issues?
Turbo tube, one of the brake calibers didn't work. It was smoking profusely.
Monday, do you bring the truck back or do you bring the truck
He
back?
brings the truck
And
back.
what do you tell them?
That I explained the issues that the truck was having with the brake caliber, the turbo tube, and they agreed to fix it at that time.
Who'd you talk to?
It was one of their employees there. It was actually the salesperson that sold me the truck.
Okay, do you know who he's talking about?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and did he in fact agree to fix the things that he was complaining about?
Yeah, so our vehicles have full warranties for 90 days.
Okay, then why am I looking at something that says as is?
Because we don't personally offer a warranty, we use an outside company.
Was it your impression that you had a warranty?
No, at the time we were signing the documents, he said he couldn't get the warranty and the interest rate that we were promised at that time.
Okay, I don't know how that would happen, but apparently that happened, that they say you didn't give him a warranty.
We don't actually give them the physical warranty until the deal's funded because we have to pay the money for the warranty, which is non-refundable to us. Sometimes the deal doesn't always fund because
Well, you're
the customer,
releasing a car, so I presume it was fully funded.
No, it takes several days. You have to do a customer interview.
And what happens if it doesn't get funded?
If it doesn't fund, we bring the customer back. They're
What if the
entitled to a
customer says, see you later, sucker?
Well, we put GPSs in all our vehicles.
Oh,
as
it
well.
sounds like a lot of work. Why wouldn't you just wait for them to be approved?
Because customers don't want to buy a car and then pick it up a week later when the deal's funded. They need the vehicle now. They're buying it now to use for work, pleasure. So we specialize in bad credit people.
Yeah, right. That's actually bad credit customers want it right now. That's how you get bad credit, you know? Okay. So how was she getting the funding?
She got approved at a company called Westlake Financial.
Okay.
We got the loan approved. When the paperwork was done, we gave her a copy of her paperwork.
So what went south here then? So if he brings a car over 72 hours later and says, 48 hours later, I guess, and says, hey, this, and this is wrong with it, and you guys, well, we stand behind our car, so we were going to fix it, then why am I here? What ended up happening?
Actually, Your Honor, that's not what happened. We asked the defendant to come in and please bring the car back so we can do an inspection. We have state inspections in Pennsylvania for emissions and safety. We don't put them on every car on the lot until the vehicle's sold because we have a lot of customers in Maryland, New Jersey. So it would be throwing money out the window to inspect every vehicle in that state when we might have to change it again. We guarantee inspection. We're allowed 15 days by law, and we're open Saturday till 8 o'clock. We were still there when he came back after the tag office because he did his tag work and came back. So We asked him to drop the car off Monday. I made an appointment personally myself. He dropped the car off. He said, yes, there is.
Who'd you make the appointment with him?
Yes, with him.
Okay. So when he says, I brought it back because everything was wrong with it, he's lying.
He never told me that there was issues with the car.
Did you accept the car on Monday? Who did he talk to?
Yeah.
To you or to someone
My
else?
salesman.
All right. What did your salesman say?
He said that there was an issue with the brakes. He wasn't sure. Could we check them out?
So you acknowledge that there was
Yes.
some issue.
Yes.
All right. And then what happens?
So he dropped the vehicle off. We went ahead and did all the repairs that were necessary. Indeed, there was a problem with the caliper. We repaired it. We got the car inspected.
Which is wild, because what I'm reading from your paperwork, you have no warranty. But bonus. So it got repaired, and what happened?
So we also did the inspection. We notified the customer that it was ready. At that time, I got no phone call back. I tried to call several times to proceed with the deal with the bank. The bank does a customer interview. They won't fund us until the bank hears that they know exactly what the payment is. They know exactly how much the interest rate is. Several times I made attempts. I finally got a hold of the customer, and they stated, we're going to our credit union to see if we can beat the rate. I said, no problem. And I said, I'll even take it a step further. We pay a fee to the bank. I'll pass that savings on to you.
Okay, so go on.
Then a couple days went on, Your Honor. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Again, I finally got a hold of them. They said, we're not interested in a truck. We'd like to not do the deal.
Who said that?
This gentleman right here.
Okay, and then what did you say?
I told him, I said, that's fine, but you're not entitled to a refund.
Okay.
And he said, well, I'm going to get my money. And you haven't heard the last of me. And that's the last conversation I had with him.
Well, apparently you hadn't heard the last of him because you've heard him here today. But where's the car now?
The vehicle was resold.
When?
I believe it was sold sometime last week.
Do you have the paperwork for that?
No, because, Your Honor, I didn't know to bring it. I could try to get it faxed over to you or emailed to you.
How long did you wait before reselling it?
Probably 3-4 weeks at least.
If the vehicle belongs to someone else, how were you able to resell it?
By law, we only have to, when it's a voluntary surrender, we have to hold the vehicle for 10 days, which we did.
Go ahead.
When we purchased the vehicle, left, bank called, not real accurate on the time, but the bank called her
On Saturday, the day we purchased the truck.
to verify the loan and to see if we were happy with it. She told the bank what happened with the vehicle and stated there was no warranty with the vehicle. The bank said we are not funding that vehicle.
Do you have any proof of that?
We don't.
Okay, that's okay, but if you were able to show me that you couldn't get financing, you'd be able to back out of this deal because it's contingent on financing.
Exactly.
So prove it. That's the only thing you got to prove when you waltz in here to get your $4,000 is what just came out of your mouth, that they declined the financing.
Well, she said she was going to send when we declined it to him.
Did they ever send you anything saying that they declined the financing?
No, Your Honor. There was 100% approved. I do.
Okay, how are you going to prove that's the crux of this. If you want your $4,000 back, that's the crux of it. I'm going to take a recess and give you access to a computer and a telephone to see if you can get any proof of what you're saying. So, court is in recess.
All rise. So if you can't get financing, can you undo a car deal?
No,
Why?
because the seller won't be able to sell the vehicle.
Well, I guess, look, I mean, just hypothetically, if I go to a car dealership and I say I'm going to buy a car and give them money, and then I can't get financing afterwards, do they have to give me my deposit back?
I don't think they have to.
How come?
It should have been your responsibility to have your follow-up money.
I get it, but isn't it kind of understood that when you buy a car, that most people are going to have to get financing?
It is they have to get their money back as long as they didn't sign all the paperwork.
Well, they signed all the paperwork.
They can't get financing. They should be able to get their money back if it's a certain amount of days.
We'll see. I'm not sure. Going inside the courtroom.
So, first off, you obtained a document from them saying that it was withdrawn. However, it was withdrawn at your request because you said that you were surrendering the car. So you can't get out of this by saying, I didn't get financing. But infinitely more importantly, I've taken the time to research your claim that you can sell a car in 10 days that's voluntarily surrendered. I find that nowhere, but also you transferred that car 8 days after its surrender. So first I'd like you to elucidate me and show me where there is something in Pennsylvania law that says you can sell a car after 10 days.
Okay, Your Honor, I did try to research it, understanding on a repossession, it's 10 days. I couldn't
No,
find
on a
any-
repossession, it's 15. But let's put that to a side because this isn't a repossession.
Right, it's a
So
voluntary
where do you
sale.
get that 10 days later you could sell it and not pay them a penny? Where do you get that? You can't find it, right?
Well, I don't know about the, how it works
I'll
with
tell
the
you what it
refunds.
is. It's considered an abandoned vehicle, and you have to do stuff. And that and a repossession, you would have to first send them a notice, certified mail. So of course you would have to do that before you do what you did. So you were winning this case. They had nothing until you turned around and in literally 8 days got rid of the car and then are looking at him saying, I'm not giving you back a penny. How much did they put down? Because they're suing for $4,200.
They actually put down $750 cash, plus what they paid at the tag office. The rest of them was a rebate that we offered to our customers.
How much cash did you bring to that place?
We came in Saturday because I needed the vehicle to get to work Monday. So we came with the whole $4,200 once he said she was approved. So we came with the $4,200.
Show me your receipt for $4,200.
It's on the loan papers.
Every piece of paper I'm looking at says they put $4,200 down, plus cash payment, total down payment.
Yeah,
There's a
4,200.
line for manufacturer's rebate, and it says not applicable. So prove to me what you're saying.
Part of the $4,200, Your Honor, was
I do not want to hear you say it over and over. I want you now to prove to me, because they are showing me the proof, the paperwork that says total cash payment, $4,200.
I can't argue that.
So where would you have documented what you're saying? I don't want them to get a windfall. That's not fair. But I need you to be organized and on top of stuff and show it to me. I'll give you all the time you need. I'm not rushing you.
I fully understand that 100%, and it's my error then, so I have to deal with it.
Sometimes when it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, and looks like a duck, it's a duck. Did you ever hear anything about a rebate or a dealer rebate or anything? Is this the first time you hear that?
Yes.
I'm ruling in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $4,200. Return the money.
So after some considerable investigation, the plaintiffs are going to get their $4,200 back. Mr. Rowe, to be honest with you, weren't prepared for this, were you?
No, I wasn't. And I tried my best. Part of it, down payment was rebate, rest was tax, but my error.
Proof. You needed hard
Absolutely.
proof.
I'll know next time.
Yeah, well, too late now.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Okay, your loss. All right, here come the plaintiffs now. I think you were worried you weren't going to get this, weren't you?
Yes.
Feel better
Really?
now?
Yes, I do.
Feel a lot better.
100%.
A lot better.
Congratulations.
Thank
Good
you.
enough. Sign some documents. Harvey?
I mean, Doug, look, the good thing about buying a car from a used car dealership is they are licensed, and there's a licensing agency, and they discipline car dealers who cross the line. And there, you have recourse short of going to court.